guys, we have a lot to get to today. So quite a packed show, I promise you. But before we get started, uh, we have a special guest for you. It's special to me, and you will see why it's so special very soon. If you see me
Yeah,
pointing
yeah,
to
yeah,
this,
yeah,
you
yeah.
already know. You
Yeah,
already
yeah,
know.
yeah.
you, you already know. So I'll let him introduce himself and tell us why he supports the club that he loves so much. So over to you.
Thank you very much. Wale Sukomi, thanks guys. Very ecstatic, happy to be here. This is my happy place, talking about sports, football especially, is my happy place. And when
Yeah.
Sukomi reached out to me about, joining you guys on this podcast, I couldn't say no. I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
Talking about football, I don't know how much you guys have for this intro, but I'll try not to make it too long.
Yeah.
I think I got into football at the age of 7. If you guys recall the Under-17 World Cup that Nigeria played in
1985.
1985, yes.
Yeah.
I watched that game. I remember, some of my brothers crying and all of that. It was the first experience.
Unduka Ugbade.
Nduka Mbade and Co.
Yeah.
Back then in Nigeria, it's what the adults are watching on TV that you will watch. You don't have any choice.
Yeah.
So, and then if you also recall, back then on TV, back home in Nigeria, it was Italian football that was on TV before cable TV came into Nigeria. So it was Italian football on the NTA used to show highlights and some games for us. And the team that I used to support in Italy was AC Milan because of who? Ruud Gullit.
Yeah.
Ruud Gullit was my favorite player, the Dutch guy, dreadlocks and all of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fast forward 1995, Chelsea, and then in my family, everybody was Man U when we started watching the Premier League. Man U and Arsenal. I was on the fence. Which club am I going to support? Which club am I going to support? All of a sudden, 95, Ruud Gullit comes to Chelsea. I'm like, okay, this is a sign. My favorite player from Italy is coming to England and is signing for this club. This is a sign. Then fast forward 1 year later, 96, my second favorite player in Italian league, Zola, now joins.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm not going anywhere.
No
This is
brainer.
it for me. This is it. So
Brilliant.
those two guys came, and that was what sealed it for me. And it's been Chelsea since then. 95 to date, 30 years, no looking back.
Fantastic. I wouldn't bore the audience by telling them my Chelsea story. I'll leave it to a later time. So let's keep it to yours. Let's keep it to yours. So match week 10 has come and gone. So we're sort of like a quarter way into the season. And I think that a few things, if you look at that log, a few things are emerging. And I wanted us to talk about some of them. I put down 5 things that I've extracted from the log from where we are. Number 1, I think it's Arsenal's title to win or lose, depending on who you talk to. We'll get to it, but I strongly believe that you could say it's theirs to win or theirs to lose, depending on the perspective. Number 2, I think there's been one surprise team this season, and you won't believe who I think it is. I think that is Liverpool. Nobody thought
Your
that
love for
Liverpool
you
would have
have
lost.
this passion for Liverpool. I don't understand.
Nobody would have thought that Liverpool would have lost 40% of their games in 10. They've lost 4 and won 6. They've not even drawn any game so far this season. So that's interesting. Number 3, I think there are 3 teams that I think are right now punching above their weight. Bournemouth, doing very well, number 5. Sunderland, doing very well at number 4. And Manchester United, I think they are really doing well.
Shame on you.
Considering where things were just a season
I
ago.
cannot disagree on the Man U one, but we'll get there. I cannot disagree on that one, but we'll get there.
So I think that. But when you also look at that log, nothing, apart from Arsenal kind of pulling away from everyone else, nothing has really emerged from number 2, which is City, to number 8, which is United. Only 2 points separate them.
Yep,
so you can
2
say
points,
that, This thing is just warming up. We're just getting there. And lastly, how long is it going to take for Wolves to sack their manager? They can't seem to win any game.
No, don't
They've
say it
had
like that now that you want somebody to lose their job.
just two of just two of 30 points. It's just a matter of if they don't make the change quickly, they'll be relegated before they know it. That's the trajectory they're in. So those are my takeaways. I would like to hear what you guys think. To any of this and any additional comment you would have seen 10 games into the season.
So, Gbemi, you want to go?
No, you go first. I guess you go first.
Okay. So in the comments that you made regarding Arsenal, so this is the way I see it. This is a coming out season for Arteta. Coming out season. If Arteta doesn't win the title or a major trophy, what are the major trophies? An FA Cup, a league title, or a Champions League. If he doesn't land one of the three majors this year, he's a goner. They would ask him, bro, bye-bye, come they go. But coming back to the Premier League, man, I'm really scared for my Chelsea, for our Chelsea record. Arsenal are not leaking goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are not leaking goals, and they are still using their weapon, their strength from set pieces to get goals. At the point, I thought Glock wasn't firing. They need to unlock him. All of a sudden, in the last 2-3 games, it's kind of like found his scoring range.
Mm-hmm.
Even though some of the 2 goals he scored in one game, anybody could score those goals. But I mean, a striker is judged based on goals, right?
Yeah.
So I give it to him. But the guys are not conceding goals. The manager is doing well. I did the stats. In October that just finished, Arsenal conceded 0 goals in all competitions. In September, 2 goals.
2 goals.
In August, 1 goal. 3 goals.
Yeah.
Chelsea's Premier League record for goals conceded is 15. That was under Jose in his second season in England.
Yeah.
15 goals, and we only lost 1 game that year. Arsenal, based on this current form, look like they might beat that record. But my worry for them is Saliba and Gabriel have played almost in the last 6 games. They've started in the back, apart from Brighton. And even in Brighton, they brought Mascara and the other guy, Hincapi. I can't remember his name. They brought him on. They used them in central defense, but they still didn't concede. So even if I was worried about the starters, if they get injury, if they bring the guys on the bench, are they feeling? It looks like those guys on the bench are ready. One thing Arteta is also doing well this season is he's using his substitutes very well, giving playing time to almost all the players in the squad. I don't know how he's managing to keep everybody happy. If you watch his games, he's using his full complement of substitutions in his games.
Yeah.
Just to keep everybody happy. Okay, we're leading 2-0. Okay, you can come off now. You go take the last 15 minutes. You go take the last 10 minutes. And he's doing that very well. If he continues to do that and the squad is happy, there's no grumbling or murmurings in the dressing room, Arsenal might just be onto something. So I'm really scared that, they might just get it right this year. That's my biggest
They might
worry.
want to repeat their season
very
of the Invincibles.
No, Invincible won't happen. I think that's that's not gonna happen again.
I mean, they already lost it. They already lost a game anyway, so that's not.
They lost. I think somebody's already beat them.
They lost
Yeah,
one.
Liverpool. They already lost to Liverpool.
Liverpool beat them. Liverpool beat them.
Yeah.
So both sides go.
For me, I think their defense is outstanding. If we think about, even I know you mentioned that Gabriel and Saliba played every game. If Saliba is injured, Mosquera is a fantastic fit. Like, he's playing really well. You know what I mean? It's like Wally said, it's theirs to win or to lose, depending on perspective. Their football is not as exciting as I thought it was. A couple of weeks ago, I was like, oh, they still play exciting, but it's not as exciting. Arsenal, of before, they score a lot of goals. But now, that defense, as a result of their solid midfield, because, the difference really is the function of how strong your midfield is. Their solid midfield is really, really, I think we're talking today, Wale, and they didn't record a shot on target in their game this weekend. I mean, so it just goes without saying that Arteta, I think Arteta plays very, very conservative now because he's very nervous about not winning any title this season or any cup this season. I think he's very nervous about it because obviously, I mean, the last 3 years you've had top spots for a very long time, and then towards the end of the season you kind of So I mean, it's left to be decided. It's a long season. At some point every season, every team always has some kind of funny, drop off or whatever. So we'll see how they handle theirs this season, if they have that this season. But I agree. I think Arsenal is theirs to win or to lose the game, depending on perspective.
Yeah. I mean, so just to add to the comments on Arsenal, I agree that that defense is solid, and like Gbemi said, I think defense wins you titles. If you're not leaking goals at all, you're in a prime position to. I think the only thing that may work against Arsenal and could potentially open the door for a team like City or Liverpool or even maybe Chelsea is if there's long-term injury to a number of players. And I'll tell you the players that I think, as much as they have depth in their bench, if they lose those players, it might be very difficult for them to get other people that would be at that level. I think number one is Gabriel.
Gabriel for
that
sure.
That guy is probably the best central defender in the world right now. Especially the fact that he's on form. He's scoring as well, and he's scoring consistently. So that makes him difficult to replace. I think if anything happens to David Raya, they might be in trouble. He's such a good goalkeeper. He's been ignored as part of what is making that team really formidable at the back. He's making some fantastic saves. And I think, arguably, Declan Rice. I think the role Rice plays in that team as well, joining them together, linking defense to attack and leading their transition, makes Arsenal what it is in terms of how they create chances and how fluid they've become. So if anything long-term happens to any of those guys, we might be here in January talking a different tune completely. But, I still think is theirs to lose, really. Yeah.
I mean, you said it all.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, you wrapped it up well. In past seasons, Arsenal start well, and then they start to drop off after New Year. By February, March, they start to drop off. Let's wait until then. Yeah, February, March, they start to drop off. But I think one thing also going for them is Arteta has sacrificed good football for effective football.
Yeah.
It's just playing effective football.
Yeah,
I don't care about the beauty. I don't want to see. Let's just win 3 points. I just want the points in the bag. That's what Arteta is playing for now.
I don't care how absolutely points come. Let's just get it.
Yeah, let's just get points.
Yeah. But if go ahead.
No. Say the last point on that before we move to our match reviews.
If we kind of switch gears to I'm just thinking, Wolves. I don't want to say sack the manager, but if you cannot win a game after 10 matches or after 9 matches or 10 actually, I don't know.
10.
I don't know. Like not a single. I mean, I felt so sorry for them match week 8 because they were leading and they ended up losing that game. I think 3-2.
3-2, 3-2.
Yeah, I mean.
No, but there's breaking news, Sukkie. Before we came on air, they fired the manager.
Oh, they fired him already.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the manager's gone. Gone. They've already sacked him.
Okay. I didn't see that before we came on.
No, but it's expected. This is a game of results. If you can't win a game in 10, you have no business being in the team.
Let me chime in on this Wolves thing. So I remember in September, I saw breaking news that the manager had signed a 3-year extension to his deal. That was just in September. And in my mind, I'm thinking they were still bottom then. September, we had played maybe 7 games. And I'm like, this is a ludicrous decision. How can you extend this guy's deal by 3 years when he's bottom?
Yeah.
Fast forward 45 days after they extended that deal, they fired the guy now.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the supporters of Wolves will feel. You extended his deal, you fired him, you have to pay him for those 3 years.
You have to pay him a lot of money.
Extended his deal.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the people running football in Wolves have a lot of explaining to do to their supporters. Because you extended somebody's deal and you fired him.
Yeah.
At the end of October, you fired the guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
it just means that in September they were still backing him and still thinking it would turn things around.
It will turn it around, right?
Yeah, today.
I'm surprised it lasted longer than Postecoglou, though. Honestly, I'm surprised.
Yeah, me too.
Surprised.
For a minute last week, I thought Chelsea was going to help Wolves turn their season around because that Carabao Cup, I'm telling you, Chelsea almost gave them the win. I mean, that's another story for another day. Let's not get derailed by that. So let's go to every week we pick 3 games before the match weekend to watch and analyze, and we pick 3 for match week 10. The first one is Spurs Chelsea, and I think that's a great place to start. In this discussion,
I will not. I don't know. I'm going to talk about
wait, Sukkie. In this discussion, I will not be coming from a Chelsea perspective. We have someone else who will do justice to that. I will be looking at it from a Spurs perspective. I see a lot of comments online today by Spurs faithful, and it wasn't pretty. It wasn't. So what do you think? What do you think happened in that match? That match ended 1-0 favor of Chelsea. By the way, the last 19 games, I think Spurs in the last 13 games, Spurs has only won 1, drew 2, and lost 10 to Chelsea. That gives perspective for guys who don't really follow that Chelsea Spurs rivalry, if you can still call it one.
So, I mean, thanks, Wale. Chelsea fans get excited when Spurs comes to town, whether we are going away to 3 Point Lane or they are coming to the bridge. Chelsea fans just know there's a song for them. It's 3 Point Lane. Spurs cannot get a win against Spurs. They will try. 66 games in the Premier League era, 92 to date. 33 seasons, 66 games, 8 wins. That's all they have. 8 wins, we have 29. So they can't buy a win against Chelsea. That's number one. But that's the worst Spurs performance I've seen this season.
Yeah.
Thomas Frank is a manager I respect very highly. But if that was a boxing contest, that match ended in the first round because he couldn't even lay a glove on Chelsea. They had 1 shot and it was off target and the whole of the 90 minutes. Their XG in that game is the lowest I've seen since XG started in football, 0.05. They had no chance of scoring. The only downside for me, the only disappointment for me was we didn't score more than 1. We were missing chances. I mean, look at the shot that Gittins ballooned, that free chance that Pedro gave to him. And Pedro himself missed a
couple of chances as well.
3 chances.
Yeah, a couple of
The only disappointment for me is that we didn't score more goals just to pour more misery into them. But all in all, I said, sometimes I don't even know how to describe the guy. You mentioned Declan Rice earlier being very important for Arsenal. The day I read, I hope it never happens, that there's somebody has hurt Caicedo in training. I will fly to London and go and look for that person that hurt him in training. How do you do this to him in training? That's the most important. That's the first name on our team sheet.
Yeah.
2 seasons ago, it used to be called Palmer. Palmer is out injured now. The number 1 name on the team sheet now is Caicedo.
It was definitely man of the match this weekend. Definitely man of the match this weekend. Definitely.
Oh my days. I read another thing.
He broke up every play.
25 passes in the Tottenham half. For a defensive midfielder, he passed the ball 25 times in Tottenham's half. That tells you how abject Tottenham were on that day.
Yeah.
They were abject in every department.
Yeah. So I think the last statement, like you said, really sums up Tottenham's game on that day. If Moises Caicedo would have that number of touches in the Tottenham half, it just gives you a tactical view of what Tottenham and Thomas Frank were doing that day. One very influential Tottenham fan said today, out of many things that he was saying, that their tactics that day was long throw and inshallah. Can you just imagine that? I thought they had a miserable game. Their number one, the danger man, who is always responsible for creativity and transition for them, was in Cucurella's pockets 90 minutes of that game. Kudus couldn't do anything. And
They
without
couldn't. They
Kudus in
couldn't.
that team, they are reduced to nothing
Yeah.
offensively. That was
Nothing.
how poor they were. So nothing much to say here. I think Thomas Frank has to go back to the drawing board. They meet with United over the weekend. He has to have a change of plan. They were like you said. I think that game should have ended 3-4-0 easily in
Oh,
favor of
4-0. I would have
Chelsea.
been very happy with
I
that.
think that scoreline at the end of the day. I
They
mean,
flattered them.
yeah,
They
flattered
flattered
Tottenham
Tottenham.
at the end of the day.
Yeah,
You would think that it was a close game. It wasn't close at all.
it
And
wasn't. It wasn't.
and that was it. Suki, I don't know if you have anything to add to this. Too many Chelsea perspective. Even though I said I wasn't going to say it, but And remember, Jamie, last week, Suki and Casey stood here and said Chelsea was going to lose that game by 2-0. I said, don't
Because
you
we lost to
guys follow
Sunderland, right?
Chelsea sports? What are you guys talking about?
I think I called a draw for that game. Oh. I called a draw. I
You
called
think
a draw for
no?
that
You
game.
said Chelsea was gonna lose. We'll play it back next time.
Play it back. I called a draw. But no, but
All
I
right,
mean, at
let's
the end of
move
the
to
day, I mean, Tottenham
Yeah.
Spurs didn't show up. So I mean, when you don't show up when you don't show up at work, you're absent. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Second game was Liverpool Aston Villa. For me, Liverpool needed to show up at Anfield and be counted, and I think they did. I don't think. I mean, there was only one change in that lineup. I think Andrew Robertson came in,
Gravenberch.
and
Gravenberch
Gravenberch came back in as
Gravenberch
well.
came back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gravenberch came in as well.
Now, Szoboszlai is such a
I
good
think it was
player.
more of telling the guys, it's your professional image on the line. Go out and do what you have to do. I think Aston Villa gave Mo Salah a gift in the first half.
Oh
He
yeah,
scored
the
that
goalkeeper.
goal.
The goalkeeper.
Yeah, the goalkeeper. Yeah, the goalkeeper gave him a gift, and that to me there was no turning back after that point. Nothing much to analyze there. Bad day for Unai Emery in the office, but Liverpool needed to respond, and I thought they did.
Yeah,
So
I
I
mean,
thought,
responding against an informed
so let me
Aston
go.
Villa was a good way to come back. Aston Villa, I think they won their last 4 or 5 games before losing that Liverpool
correct.
game.
Yeah,
Correct. So I saw that game as well, and when Jacob Ramsey hit the post in the first half with a curler,
yeah.
and I thought, oh my days, if that ball had gone in, there would have been cheaters in the Liverpool camp. But
Absolutely.
he missed that. Liverpool went. Mo Salah, you said he had a gift, but the gift aside, Mo Salah actually looked like the Mo Salah was getting back to the level that we are used to. I saw
250 goals now for
take-ons.
Liverpool.
Yeah, I saw take-ons. It was taking on players. It was passing. And I thought, okay, maybe Mo Salah is getting back.
Yeah.
And then Gravenberch comes back into that midfield, and there was some balance there.
Yeah.
Some balance in that middle. The only worry for me, I mean, you asked earlier in the season earlier when we started the show, have they turned the corner?
Yeah.
I'm not sure we can say that yet. The next
Not
two
yet.
games are Real Madrid and Man City. If they can survive those 2 games, then maybe I can say they've turned the corner. But
At
those
least
2 games are
survive
going to be
one well. Maybe draw one now.
those 2 games are going to be difficult. And then the
Yeah.
manager's
For me, I
greatest
mean,
headache.
if they can survive the City one, the Madrid one will be very difficult. That Real Madrid team is looking really menaced right now. But we'll see. You never know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the manager's biggest headache is how to unlock 300 million pounds worth of talent.
Florian Wirtz
Isaac,
came on today. Florian Wirtz came
Isaac
on and there
Vert,
was nothing.
yeah, Isaac Vert and Kirkers. Andy Robinson, Kirkers was brought in to bench Mr. Andy Robertson because they said,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're an old man."
He
Yeah.
came
The
back.
old man is back benching the
He's
boy.
back.
He's
He's
benching the
back.
young
Yeah.
boy.
He came back. He came back
Yeah.
into the team. Yeah.
Yeah,
The young man
absolutely.
again. So
Yeah.
Mr. Slot
And
has
they
to
won.
find a
And
way
they
to unlock
won.
those
How's that?
players.
And they won.
Yeah, they won. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, like you said, I think we just have to wait for the result of the next two games for Liverpool, and that will give us a real sense of where they really are, because those two games are going to be big tests for them. And I think they need that right now to really know where the strength of that team is and where they need to work on. The last game for review is the City Bournemouth game. Going into this game, because I think Bournemouth was number 2 or 3 at the end of match week 9, and it wasn't fluke.
Yeah.
They've been playing well. I expected that they were going to give City a run for their money. I think on the balance of game, it was anything but. City had that game under control, honestly, from beginning to the end.
I was very, very hopeful that Bournemouth would do something, but
no, they didn't.
Nah,
I don't even think they
nothing
laid
at
a
all.
glove. I don't think they laid a glove. And Erling Haaland, we have to pick him out. I think that guy, I mean, if he continues to score this way, I mean, it's scary. I mean, I think he had maybe 3 chances. He buried 2. I mean, if you are returning
three chances, yeah, 4 chances.
if you are returning 66% on your chances, I mean, that's pretty scary. And
I
not
think he
just
already
one
has
game,
13
game on
goals
game.
in the Premier League already, right?
Yeah, he's
13.
now hit 13 goals in the Premier League. I think the
Yeah.
next is Mateta, which is like maybe 5 goals. So that gap is not even close. Bournemouth, puffed and coughed here and there. There wasn't anything for them in that game. They didn't really show them anything. And the game ended 3-1. I don't know what you guys have to say, if you saw anything special that you want to comment on in that game.
I'm not going to lie, I was hopeful that Bournemouth would do something in that game. I was quite hopeful, especially when Man U went and drew their game against Nottingham Forest. I was quite hopeful, but just watching that game, when I watched 20 minutes into the first half, I'm like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I just knew that. There are some games that when City starts to play, you just know that they are not falling off on that path they are on. That is, so I just kind of say, you know what, better luck next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
So from my perspective is, I mean, it's similar to you guys. I mean, when they started, I saw that, if you notice, Bournemouth's best player this season, who is it? The Ghanaian boy, what's his name?
Yeah, that plays on the right. Semenyo.
Semenyo has gone off the boil in the last couple games. We haven't seen the Semenyo coming. Yeah, driving at people, crosses into the box, shooting, and but we haven't seen that gameplay again in the last 3-4 games. So, and I think that's the reason why their game hasn't really been where they were at the start of the season. Haaland, you've said everything that you can say about him. There are no words else to describe that guy. That guy is a beast. I think I saw his stat this morning. He's taking about, on an average, he's taking 4-6 shots per game in the 10 games this season. So 4 shots per game is 40 shots in a game. And it's got 13 goals.
Almost
that's
like
something
30%.
Else.
That's serious. Yeah.
How many strikers have 40 shots?
Yeah.
That's about 29, 30% of his shots are goals.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But the fact that he can even take 40 shots in 10 games tells you that everything is going to him. People are saying City are over-reliant on Haaland. And Pep Guardiola says it's not a problem. He's a goal machine, so if you have somebody in the team...
Let him score. That's what they brought him for.
Yeah,
let him score.
And I think he was sending a message to the whole league that I'm a robot. It was that celebration. I'm not human. Watch out, guys.
I'm not human. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Great.
98 Premier League goals now. 100 Premier League goals for him.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna
Yeah, yeah.
beat that Alan Shearer's record if he stays in the Premier League. He's gonna beat it. There's no doubt about it.
Correct. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on
Yeah.
that.
So quickly, other things that we noticed, especially controversial things, borderline. There's no way. Suki knows I'm coming here. That United corner that led to the
It
goal
was a
that
corner
was
and
not a
it
corner.
led to a goal. Can we move on?
Oh, come
Wale.
on. That
It
was
was a
not a
corner led to a
corner.
goal. Can we move on?
The corner. In all fairness, I've watched it 3, 4, 5 times. I thought it was a corner. I thought
It
they
was
got
a corner. It was a
I thought
corner.
it was a right decision.
They
What's the right call?
scrutinized that. They scrutinized that ball several times on Saturday. The whole of the ball did not cross the whole of the line.
From my untrained eye shows that everything was out.
Everything went over the line. That's what I saw too.
Well, like
I
I
We
said,
leave it there.
untrained. I'm
That's
not a
why it was
referee.
controversial, but we leave it there. There were two red card incidents, in my own opinion, in the Spurs Chelsea game as well. And I think I posted this on some
Oh
of the
my
groups. I
days,
was
yes.
the Bentacore tackle on James. How
I
was
was
that
surprised
not a
though.
red
I was
card?
quite surprised.
Oof.
I was quite surprised it wasn't a red card. I was quite surprised.
And VAR did not even review it. That was a disappointing thing for me. VAR did not review it to send the ref.
They did. They just didn't think. They just didn't advise the referee to go look at it. There was no on-field review.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
did,
should
and
send
they,
him to
and
the
they crossed
monitor.
it
They
out.
stopped with the yellow card the referee gave.
Yeah.
Because his boots
Yeah.
were up and he went straight for his ankle. You
That's
know,
a
he
leg
did.
breaker. That's
It
a
He
leg
could
breaker.
have easily broken his ankle. Yeah.
That's a leg
Then there
breaker.
was a similar tackle by Enzo Fernandez, maybe a little bit milder than the one that Bentacore did. I was waiting that they dare not give this
Would they
red
give
card.
him?
Yes, and I think they gave him a yellow card and they let it
I
pass.
saw that too.
You saw that
He
too.
got a yellow
Yeah.
card. His was
Yeah.
mild. It wasn't. Yeah, I saw that as well. Remember that? His
Yeah.
was mild. It wasn't as.
I was thinking then
Yeah.
Chelsea goes again, another red card.
Oh yeah.
Red card specialists.
Yeah. All right, cool. So let's go very quickly to score call. Maybe score call is how we tell our viewers and fans to predict score of 3 games every week or every match weekend for a chance to win $100. And we try to use our semi-expert opinion to guide how to do this.
You guys
The
them,
first
right?
game,
Let's do
which
that.
I think is one of there are two big games this weekend. If you can call Tottenham United a big game, but I will say it is for now.
I'm not going to talk. We'll come back next week. We'll be here next week. We'll be here next week. It was just a blip in the road. We'll be here next week.
There's Liverpool City. I think it's actually City Liverpool. I think they play at Etihad Stadium. And what do you guys think? What do you guys think the result of that is going to be?
I think City is winning that game.
I'm gonna go. What are you predicting?
I see 3-2 City. I see goals in that game. 3-2.
3-2 City. Okay.
Yeah.
Jamie, what are your thoughts?
So, for me, Liverpool cannot defend to save their lives this season. I mean, their defense is so bad, so they will concede. But City as well, the defense is not as solid. I see a draw, a 2-2 draw, 2-2.
All right. I was gonna go for a 2-2 draw as well. I think same sentiment. The two teams will let in goals, and the two teams will score as well. There's just a lot of firepower.
That's why I said a high-scoring team,
Yeah.
high-scoring game.
Yeah.
Because both defenses are bad, but when you have Haaland in your team, chances will come, and that they'll get that third goal.
Yeah. Okay. Let's.
I don't think Liverpool
So wanted
will
to do
lose.
a
Yeah, I don't think they'll
combined.
lose. Yeah.
I think this will be an interesting exercise for us to run through very quickly. A combined 11, Liverpool and City. Let's see where the strength of the two
That's
teams
City,
are.
right?
Yes, Liverpool and City. So in goal, would you rather have Mamasdashvili or Donnarumma? The names, I can't even pronounce either
Mama
very well. But
Dashvili.
Mama
it's
Dashvili
actually
and
Vili, or
Donnarumma
I
should
don't
not
know,
even be.
maybe it's Chile. I
They
don't
should
know.
not be on both of them are baskets right now. Sorry.
Mama Dashvili should and Donnarumma should not even be on this. Should not even be mentioned on the same page. Donnarumma all day.
Donnarumma all the way though.
Yeah, I think so too.
Donnarumma.
I agree. Donnarumma all the way. Bradley or Matheus Nunes,
I'll go with Nunes.
right back.
Nunes
Too for me. Yeah.
Nunes.
Andy Robertson or O'Reilly, left back.
I'll go Robertson.
Oh no, that young boy O'Reilly. Robertson is fading. I'm sorry, O'Reilly for me. Robertson is fading.
Yeah,
I'll
but
be
I
the
mean, he
tiebreaker.
hasn't really been playing though. That's why you think he's fading though. He hasn't really been playing. But yeah, I'll go Robertson though. He's
I saw
reliable.
gaps in his game. I saw gaps in his game last year.
Yeah, I think in a top game, a game of that caliber, you need experience. Even though O'Reilly is coming, he scored a really good goal yesterday against Bournemouth.
Good goal last weekend, yeah.
Very good goal. But I'll go with Robertson as well. Let's go to the midfield. I mean, the central defense. Kanute or Vardiol.
This one is tough for me because when I look at Kanute has made many, let me not say many, but he's made a few really big bad mistakes this season. Really bad ones. You know what I mean? You can argue that was Van Dijk's fault, but
he's also saved them.
He saved them too. Yeah, but
saving, the defense moves. So this is the way I look at it. Kanute, Vardiol, talking about joining the attack and going forward and helping the team in an attacking. Vardiol. But the defender's job is to defend. So if you're looking at it from a defensive perspective, where your job is to defend,
Kanute is a better defender.
Kanute for
me.
So
you guys go for Kanute.
I'll go with Kanute as well.
I would have thought Vardiol.
Yeah.
For the reasons you said, but I don't think he's a bad defender as well. But I defer to you guys since you said Kanute.
Yeah.
Van Dijk or Ruben Dias?
There's no competition there. Van Dijk all the way.
Van Dijk.
Even this season?
Ruben Dias versus Van Dijk. I'll go with Van Dijk.
I'll still go with Van Dijk.
Van Dijk.
I
Just
think
because of who you're pairing him with. Pairing with somebody else, maybe not. But with Ruben Dias, I'll go with Van Dijk.
It's been exposed a couple times this season. It's showing his age. I mean, he's 35.
Yeah.
But I still think I'll pick him over Diaz.
Yeah.
Gravenberg or Bernardo Silva?
Gravenberg for me.
Bernardo Silva, Gravenberg.
Now that's somebody that I can say is fading out. He still plays good football, he's fading out.
I'll tell you what, I'll go with Sukkie. I'll go with Gravenberg. That boy.
Gravenberg. Okay.
He gives Liverpool another
that guy is
perspective.
quality. Yeah. That guy is quality.
Me too. McAllister or Gonzalez?
McAllister or Gonzalez. That's Nico Gonzalez.
Nico Gonzalez, yes.
He hasn't really been playing well this season.
Nico Gonzalez, right. I think McAllister, if you go by what he's played in their title-winning season, then I'll stick with him. But like Sukkie said,
going back to last season, right?
Yeah, we haven't.
Not this season for sure.
I haven't seen the McAllister of last season yet. But based off what I know he can do, I'll probably stick with him. Yeah.
So Nico Gonzalez gives me
a
Rodri. It gives me a Rodri vibes, and the reason why I say that is Rodri came into that City team, was doing his job silently. People were not really paying attention to what he was doing until that treble-winning season, where he really dominated, and it was like that throughout the season. Nico Gonzalez feels that way as well. He does dirty job in that midfield, does a lot of breaking up play, and is a decent player on the ball as well. But he's one of those players that goes unnoticed until he becomes a real beast. So for me, comparing him to McAllister, who honestly I think we're just rating him on
He
the
hasn't
basis
done
of
anything this
last
season,
season.
yeah.
He hasn't done much this season, and that's why I would just say Gonzalez for me. But if you two of you are saying McAllister,
I'll defer to
maybe.
you guys. I'll defer to you guys.
No, I mean,
Okay,
I'm
alright.
not so sure about McAllister. He's going back to last season. For me, I'm going current season. And the way City have been playing, I mean, I think I'll pick Gonzalez instead of McAllister, to be honest.
All right.
I'll defer to you guys because McAllister hasn't
Alright.
played ball this season as well, so it's
All right,
okay.
good. Soberslai or Foden?
Sabos for me. Might be difficult to choose, but I would
Sorry,
go
again.
Sabos.
Again, Sukkie, we're talking about current season.
Yeah, current season.
Yes,
Yeah.
current season.
So Soberslai.
I think Soberslai too.
Foden hasn't
I
reached
think
that
there's
height
a
of last
a
season.
gap right this season.
Yeah, there's a gap.
Gakpo
Szoboszlai.
or Doku? Gakpo or Doku?
This one is funny. I think Gakpo,
I tell you what.
Gakpo looks dangerous in every game.
No, it doesn't just look dangerous. He's dangerous.
He's dangerous. He's dangerous in every game.
So, Doku is also dangerous, but I think Doku can be a very good defender. Chris James showed us how to mark Doku out of a game. All you need to do is just stay close to him, and you can read those his feints.
Yeah, as long as he cannot cut in.
If he can't go past you,
Yeah,
then
that's it.
It's ineffective. But Gabo gives you that option where he can come in and he can bend the ball and score goals.
Yeah.
Doku doesn't give you that. So for me, Gakpo over Doku for me.
Gakpo is definitely a more versatile player. He's a more versatile winger, and he can be a false nine if you need him to be as well. So for me, I'll choose him as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll definitely go with
Salah
Gakpo
or
for sure.
Cheki?
Why aren't you doing Salah or Mamouche?
I thought so. I thought, where's Mamouche on this list?
Mamouche has not been playing. He's hardly played any
Had
game
an
this
injury.
season. So
Yeah.
I mean, Salah
Cheki
or
also
Cheki,
just came back
Salah
too, so-
or Mamouche. Yeah.
Yeah.
Salah any day. I think
Salah,
Salah.
I
I pick
Yeah,
Salah.
I think
all-time
with
faithful, all-time
again,
reliable, Salah.
yeah, against whoever, I think Salah will be the man to pick. And then the last one,
I'll
a
pick
bit
Salah.
unfair.
I'll pick Salah. Yeah.
A bit unfair. Ekitike or Haaland?
Haaland now. They are both scoring though.
There's-
They are both scoring and they are both effective in front.
But Haaland is his father.
man.
You know what they say? Haaland is his baba, is his father.
Yes. Yeah. If you don't go with Haaland, then
I mean,
probably biased.
Haaland for sure, but Ekitike has definitely been the best new buy for Liverpool this season. Period.
He's probably the best new player in the Premier League this season as well.
Yeah, he's
He's
really,
right
really
on top.
good.
He's right on top.
I mean, let's not say that.
Yeah.
So Chelsea, Arsenal have some new players that are doing really well, minus goals that are
And
really.
so, but Ekitike is doing
But
well and
Ekitike,
scoring goals.
no,
So that's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
I mean, not all of
Overall,
them were brought in to score goals though. So hey, are you saying the best striker?
He's
yes.
definitely the best
Yeah,
new
but-
striker in the
The
Premier
strikers
League.
always get all the attention. They
Yeah,
always
Yeah,
get all the
yeah.
attention, right?
Yeah.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, great guys. The last two games, let's predict the scoreline. Tottenham United
2-1. 2-1 United.
2-1.
Who is playing? Who is playing at
2-1
home?
United.
Tottenham is playing at home.
No, they won't lose back-to-back games at the
Why not?
Tottenham Stadium.
Who are they that they cannot lose back to that? Who are they?
No, they won't. They
Who are
won't
they?
lose to Man U.
They will
So,
lose back
the way I
to
see
games.
it-
See, I said so.
No, Sukkie, this is not about you being a Man U supporter. But I tell you what, I think Tottenham will win that game 1-0.
I think Tottenham wins 2-1. Then the last game,
1-0 for me.
They call this I don't know what that road that connects where Crystal Palace is to Brighton. It's a big local rivalry there. I think Sukome and we've watched. I don't know if you watched that
We've
game
watched
with
the
me
game.
at
We've watched
Sellers
the
Park.
same fixture a couple years ago.
Yeah, we've watched
Crystal
the same
Palace,
game
Brighton.
at Sellers Park before.
Brighton
So
equalized
in
it's
the-
one that
Crystal Palace
a lot of
equalized in the
fans
last
going
minute.
for this one big time. Yeah. Who do you think will win? What do you think the scoreline will be?
I think then who was their manager? The former Arsenal player was their manager, I believe.
Vieira, Patrick Vieira.
Yeah, it was Patrick Vieira that was managing them at the
So
time.
Crystal Palace, Brighton. Brighton got burnt in the last weekend.
Yeah. And
They
Crystal
were they
Palace.
were they
Palace.
didn't get burned. They were destroyed 3-0.
Ooh.
Crystal
No,
Palace won
actually,
their
no.
game, right?
They
I think they
destroyed.
won.
They won. They destroyed Leeds. Brighton won actually 3-0.
Oh yeah, this guy scored again. He's continuing his Indian summer. What's his name? The Ghanaian boy, the striker, the ex-Man U guy, the 35-year-old guy.
Welbeck.
What's
Welbeck scored again.
Welbeck?
Yeah. So they won.
Yeah.
Welbeck scored
And
again.
Gomez
So you're
scored
right.
2 goals.
So
yeah, they won. Yeah. Brighton is very inconsistent. They win one, they lose the next one.
I think I'll go for Crystal. I'll go with Crystal Palace.
I'll go for a draw. A score draw. 2-2.
I go for Crystal Palace 3-1. I think Mateta with another brace. How about that? So let's wrap this up. It's been a long, lively conversation. But I just want us to touch very briefly, if we can spend 2 minutes to talk about some of the top Champions League game coming up this week, especially the ones that involve the Premier League games. I picked one as well because I just think it's a top game that everybody will be looking forward to seeing.
Absolutely.
Liverpool, Real Madrid. I think we touched that a little bit earlier in our conversation. I think it's going to be a tough game for Liverpool. I want you guys to chime in. But there's also PSG, Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are yet to drop any point. They've played 15 games this season. They've won all 15.
Bayern is on top.
They've won all 15.
Top.
And then the last one is City Dortmund. I mean, what do you guys think?
City
Let's wrap up the conversation.
Dortmund is very inconsistent, so I think City wins that game.
So maybe we start from the bottom. City Dortmund for me as well. I think Man City will win that game. 3-1.
Yeah.
What's the second one?
PSG Bayern Munich. I think that's the game of the week in the Champions League. Yeah.
Honestly, that PSG game, I don't even know.
So I think this might be Bayern's first loss. You know why? I'm not sure that they are good travelers when it comes to going to France in the home of the defending champions. Paris know what is at stake. I think I don't know whether they have injuries in their team. If they have their full complement of players, that's PSG. And Bayern come with their full complement. But I think because of the occasion, PSG might just use that to their advantage and get, a 1-0 win. It will be a very tight game.
I don't see how Bayern will not score in that game. Honestly, I just don't see how.
It will be very close. PSG's defense is very, very solid.
No, their defense is solid, but you can breach their defense. And this Bayern team that is scoring goals for fun. They are scoring goals for fun. You know, it's
So if you guys
Bayern
remember
played Chelsea, Sukkie.
If you guys remember the Club World Cup, these two guys met, I believe, in the quarterfinal. And if you go back to that game, you would think that PSG played in Ligue 1 and Bayern Munich is in the second league of the German, because the gap was a lot. I mean,
it was not 2-0.
What
was it?
But on the balance of play it could have been 5 or 6. It was that gap was so. But the reason I bring that up is that I think Bayern Munich has closed that gap so much in 4 months. I don't even know how, but they are playing so much better that going into this game, to Sukkie's point, Bayern may surprise PSG and actually win away from home. Is very possible.
Well, it'll be nice to see it, but I think PSG know what is at stake. I think they might just make one goal.
Bayern is a really, really good team as well. So, but let's wait and see.
And let's wrap it up. The Liverpool Real Madrid.
The Liverpool Madrid
is at Anfield. Is under the lights. Champions League night at Anfield. They say they are special. So and Real Madrid is a special team. So how do you guys see that playing out?
I mean, we're seeing Real Madrid now playing really, really good football. I mean, if you look at Real Madrid's form to Liverpool's form, they are poised to go with Real Madrid to win the game. But then again, it's a different stage for Liverpool. We've seen that except that Galatasaray blip that they had. I think in the Champions League they've been doing okay, Liverpool. So I mean, it'll be a tough game for sure. It's not going to be a walkover for any team.
Yeah, Xabi Alonso going back
into that Madrid team.
Yeah.
Bellingham has come back into that Madrid team. It was like he never left. He's back to his I think
machine.
It's giving Thomas Tuchel a headache now, because Thomas Tuchel is thinking, maybe I've gotten to this boy. That's why this boy is playing the best football of his life. Yeah. He's going to bring that form to Anfield tomorrow night, because Thomas Tuchel will be watching him.
Yeah.
And I think because of that singular reason, he's going to be super inspired. Madrid for me. Madrid for the win.
Xabi Alonso goes back to Liverpool, where I had a lot of success, especially in the Champions League. I mean, he played for Madrid as well, had success. So for him, I mean, he's a professional, but it will be a special night for him. So we'll see what happens. I also think that Madrid might just spin a surprise there and win against Liverpool at Anfield.
I go with Madrid as well, for sure.
Yeah. Madrid. Mbappe is in the form of his life. He's scoring goals. Goals are running out. Like goals are running out.
Guy, maybe next Ballon d'Or, finally. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Gbemi. I mean, this has been a fantastic conversation. Guys, if you've still not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what else you need. Conversations like this happen every week. Gbemi, thanks for coming. I'm sure we'll invite you back. I don't want to say what I expect of Chelsea.
Thanks for coming out,
because that's going to extend the conversation again. But we'll see you again next time. Thank you so much.